Hello, it's Monique Moore here, your Realtor for Life. I'm so excited today to be here on site with Lester Brown from Elite Claims Adjuster. So, welcome, Lester. Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you for having me here.
So, today, what we want to talk about is homeowners insurance and homeowners claims and why we use claims adjusters. I want to turn it over to Lester a little bit to talk about what he does and what the benefits are of hiring him.
The benefits of hiring a public adjuster is you have a fiduciary duty to work on behalf to resolve any and all issues with a claim. We are going to make sure that you are paid the proper amount and interpret your insurance policy to make sure that everything is being paid properly and you're provided the proper services to resolve your home and your claim. Everything is back to what we call pre-loss condition, how things were before this situation started. You have someone on your side fighting for you. We are licensed by the state of whatever state we're working in. Another benefit is that we do not get paid unless you get paid. Not allowed to take any payments whatsoever unless you get paid. So you have someone on your team the entire time fighting for you.
Okay, that is awesome. So you see the value in that itself, but I just want to share a little bit about our history. So Lester and I have been working together for years, and I came into the real estate world and he was doing this. And so how beneficial is this for my customers when, we're getting ready to list a home, there's issues with the house, there's water damage, it's never been reported. How beneficial would it be for you to get repairs done and you not have to pay for it? Lester and I did one project for one of my clients. She listed her house and I believe there was water damage to the roof.
Yes,
Do you
there was
remember
water
that?
damage to the roof.
Okay.
It was something that was called icing. Is sometimes you drive by homes, I'm sure you've seen it this past winter, where you see icicles hanging from people's homes. A lot of times when they start to melt, it comes inside of the house and causing water damage.
If we would have waited till the house was under contract, home inspection happens, now my client would have been responsible for that entire bill. But now, because Lester stepped in, all of that was fixed prior to listing, and my client didn't have to put money out of pocket, right? So you're paying for a homeowner insurance policy. You're just using the policy that you're paying for. So there's nothing wrong with using something that you are currently paying for. Let's talk a little bit about this project that we're on site. I believe husband was working with a client.
Yes.
And she came to him and said, hey, damage to my home. This is how much money I have to get the house repaired from the insurance company. So she had already started the claim. And my husband looked at it and said, this isn't enough money to do the repairs. And so he and I talked about it and we sent her to Lester. So let's talk a little bit about how that transition happened. So we handed it off to you and tell us where we are with the project.
Well, this is not enough money. And I pretty much started from the beginning and made sure that the initial company that came out and did the mitigation, they do it right or not. There were some things that were missing. So we started it from the beginning and we did a thorough investigation and we found out there were still parts of the house that were still wet from the sewer. Also found that there was no testing done. So we tested for asbestos. There was no mold remediation done. So we tested for mold and we started the mold remediation.
Wow.
All her content that were destroyed by the sewage had been thrown out without any documentation. So we had to get our money for that.
Wow.
Pretty much the house has a lot of work to be done. Her kitchen cabinets were no longer good. A lot of her furniture was no longer good. So it went from something that, we needed a couple more dollars for to a thorough investigation was done. And we seen that a lot more work needed to be done in order for her to be safe to come back into this house.
Wow. Safety is very important. Now, what would you say the price difference is from just an approximate number from how much she initially received from the insurance company versus where you are now as far as how much they need to pay out to get this house back up to safe standards?
Everything with all the services being done, all her content and the rebuild of the house is going to be $430,000.
Wow, that's huge. And I believe her first check that she received on her own was about 30,000 or
Correct.
something like that.
Correct.
So that's huge, right? So that's the difference between trying to negotiate with the insurance company on your own and calling a trusted advisor. You don't have to know everything. I don't have to know everything, but you do need to have people in your corner who have the knowledge and experience to help you. So I want to say thank you so much for spending some time with us today and answering these questions.
Yes.
If you have any additional questions, I will have his contact information available to you, but reach out to us. Thank you so much. Monique Moore here, your Realtor for Life, signing out.